Hey, hi, sorry, didn't see you there. Wow, okay, not used to you guys stopping by so early in the morning. You're probably wondering why. Well, instead of doing a top 5 video like I was planning on doing, we decided it'd be a lot more fun to go out and do a hunt in the wild. So we wanted to get an early start today because we have some thunderstorms that might be showing up, or also hot weather. I mean, I don't know, it's the Midwest, so just wait a little while, the weather's gonna change. But we wanted to get out there and see what we could find in some thrift stores, and of course, one of our favorite spots, which is Happy Rock Antiques. We're gonna go by there today. So maybe some new spots. We're gonna check in some places, mostly thrift stores this time around, not so much of the antique malls. So we're gonna see what is out there and what cool things you can find in Kansas City right now. So yeah, let's get out of here. Let me finish this up here and let's skidoo. Okay, here we go, guys. We're gonna head out on our adventure today. We're gonna go to some different locations, mostly thrift stores today. So I'm not gonna do a lot of filming inside anything because the thrift stores around here are kind of small and people get nosy and paranoid about what you filming, man, and honestly I don't want to deal with it. And there's the music factor and rah, 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 rah. So I'm mostly going to be doing some street shots today, some fun stuff, so you'll get to see some areas of town, driving around and so on, and I'll still do my intros and everything. It's also, we have some rain possibly coming in today into the city, guys, so expect a lot of filming from inside the car, okay? All right, well, anyways, let's get the fun started, shall we? We're going to be hitting a thrift store right out the gate. We're going to go over to the Goodwill first, and then we're going to go down a street called North Oak and just hit a bunch of the thrift stores and all right down that way. So, all right, hold on to your butts, because here we go. We're at our first stop here. We're at the Goodwill, and I haven't been here in a while, so we're going to see if we can find anything really cool. I have had a lot of good luck in this place before, so I'm pretty excited to get in there and see what awesome things I can find. Okay, we're off. We're leaving the Goodwill as we speak, as you can see, and we're heading off now down the road to the DAV, which is another thrift store down the way. We're hoping we can find some stuff there. Had some really good luck over at excuse me, had some really good luck over at the Goodwill, so feeling good today. I think we're gonna find some more good stuff, so stick around. Okay guys, we are here at Major Thrift. I thought it was a DAV. I think it was at one time, but whatever. So we're here at Major Thrift. They actually have a whole room dedicated to just media, so I am probably gonna find some pretty awesome things in here. So stick around, guys. Here we go. All right guys, we're about to head out here. We had a really good time here at Major Thrift. Found some really awesome stuff. So we are going to head out now. We're going to head down the road to one of our all-time favorite what is it called again? Honey holes. Honey holes. We're heading down to Happy Rock Antique Mall, and we always find some good stuff there. So stick around. Okay, we're at Happy Rock, our happiest place on earth for us, at least. Disney World. Sorry, you're gonna take back seat to this one. All right, we're gonna see what cool stuff's inside here. I mean, I always find something awesome in this place. Let it be, you know, DVDs or awesome little trinkets or something like that. So, all right, let's stop filming and let's get in there and see what cool stuff we're gonna find. All right, guys? Okay, guys, we are now pulling out of Happy Rock, and let me tell you, folks, I found some awesome stuff. I mean, I cannot wait to get back to the homestead and show you. We've got one more stop. I'm not sure if I'm gonna pick anything up there or not because I honestly did so well here. I may stop for the day. Charming Amy wants to check out some more stuff though, so we're gonna check out a Salvation Army we have never been to before. So this could be fun, so stick around. Okay guys, so we're gonna check out this new Salvation Army, but bad news. It is closed. No dogs allowed. So unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to check out this fine shopping establishment today. But fun fact guys, this used to be a Toys R Us. All right, well, looks like we're calling it a day. So Charming Amy and I are going to head back to the homestead and we'll get started on checking out these awesome finds that we got today at the thrift store and Happy Rock. So stay tuned. Hey, we're back here at the homestead. All right, so we're going to check out all the awesome stuff I found, and I mean, guys, seriously, I found so much cool stuff, and I'm not just talking about movies. I found something. It's a holy grail. It's a personal holy grail item, and I'll get to that at the end. I was very, I was very excited, very excited to find what I found. So I'll get to that. Okay, so, anyways. I did have a fantastic day finding movies out there in the wild. So we're gonna get started, and we're gonna start with the Goodwill. So these are all of my movies I found at the Goodwill, and I'm really surprised. And by the way, it was like Ninja Day. And what I mean by Ninja Day, well, we've got Revenge of the Ninja, American Ninja 2 and 3, y'all, and Beverly Hills Ninja. All right, Ninja Day. All right, so, and then, I mean, I found some really cool stuff at, so this is a Knowing. It's a really awesome, I dig this movie. I really dig this movie. It's a Nicolas Cage film, and it's got a little bit of a twist ending to it. It's not what you would expect, in my opinion. It was pretty cool. All right, so, Captain Ron. I mean, come on, Captain Ron. How could I turn down Captain Ron? I do really, normally I'm not a huge fan of the paranormal when it comes to, you know, horror movies and all, but I do like Insidious. So I found Insidious today, I picked that one up, pretty happy about that. I'm really excited about this one also, Final Fantasy, The Spirit Within. Now, I saw this when it came out in theaters, and I'm not gonna lie, I was disappointed. And I couldn't even begin to tell you what this movie's about because the story is horribly convoluted. This is something that I picked up mostly for a collectible, for just to have, honestly, because it's just a very unique film for its time. The animation still is pretty good. I would have to go back and watch it again. It's been a long time, but that was the thing that really intrigued me, was how highly detailed the CGI graphics were at the time. Because I believe this movie came out in like 2000 or something like that. I mean, it was yeah, 2001. It came out in 2001, and so it really holds up. I still believe it does. So this was another one. I couldn't believe this. Swing Kids. This is a great movie. This movie takes place during World War II, and it's, oh wow, it's the story of the youth in Germany during World War II, and, you know, like, It's amazing, and the music is astounding. This is a very much see movie right here, and I'll talk about it. We'll get to that one on the channel. I'm not gonna sit here and keep wasting your time, your precious time. All right, so also IP Man 2. You know how much I love the martial arts movies, so this one right here, I'm happy. This is me starting the franchise at 2. I've seen them on streaming services, but I've never owned any of the IP Man movies, so that's pretty cool. Keep going here. Sucker Punch. I was iffy about this. I didn't pick this movie up when it first came out. I'm gonna give this one a second watch. I saw it when it came out in theaters, and I was kind of like, But I don't know. I think it's worth a second viewing to see if it's any good. This is a good movie, by the way. Charlie Wilson's War. Oh my God, this film is great. Philip Seymour Hoffman, Tom Hanks. This is, the best way to put what this movie is about are the events that led up to the Iraq War. Basically, this things that happened in Charlie Wilson's War, well, historically it leads to the forming of, I believe, Al-Qaeda. Yeah, all right. I might be wrong about that. If I'm wrong, then go ahead and tell me in the comments, all right? Moving from historical dramas to cowboys and aliens, y'all. Cowboys and aliens. This is just goofy. It was cheap, and it's unopened. All right. Okay, I should say that too. Like at the Goodwill, all this stuff was on sale, so I got it at a really good discount. Stealing Harvard, it's a really fun movie with Jason Lee. It's literally the only movie I like Tom Green in. I am not a Tom Green fan. I'm not going to sit here and talk about how great he is. I don't think he's funny, but in this movie, however, he is hysterical. So he did well in that one. I feel like when he kind of pulls himself in a little bit, he's good. Like one of my favorite sketches was his one where he was doing the whole like trying to outbid the pizza guy. Like he would show up at a guy's house when they were getting a pizza delivered, and he would try to like sway the person buying the pizza to buy his pizza. Yeah, it was crazy. I did like that. So if you ever had one of those movies or an album or video game or whatever that you constantly thought you had, and so every time you went to a store or something, you never buy it because you swear you have it, and then you get home and you're like, I don't have it. Well, that was me in Zombieland, because why wouldn't I own Zombieland? And so I remembered I was out there finally, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I've got Zombieland 2, but I don't have Zombieland 1 because I constantly think I have Zombieland. All right, so that was everything at the Goodwill, so we're just gonna that over there. All right, now coming up next was, well, I don't know, not next in the line of things, but this was another one of our thrift stores we stopped off at. They were doing a 50% off all media, and I wish I could have found more, but I found some cherry stuff. So here we go. This was at the major thrift store that we were at. So starting things off, the road to Perdition. Yeah, that's right. Anyways, that one's Tom Hanks. That's actually based off of a comic book series or graphic novel. Fantastic movie. Really unusual role for Tom Hanks. He plays a mob hitman in like 1930s America. It's really, really cool. He like has his son take along with him. But anyways, moving on. This I'm just gonna do all at once because this is awesome. I am a big fan of the Rocky series. And I don't know why I don't own any of the movies, but now I do. So I have Rocky. Someone just got rid of their entire collection. Let me just put it that way. We got Rocky 1, Rocky 2, my personal favorite, Rocky 3, Rocky 4, which I know everyone's like, oh, Rocky 4, Drago. No, I mean, seriously, number 3, that's Mr. T, that's the best. 4 is pretty solid. It's all right. I like 4 a lot. That's where, like, you know, Rocky's, like, dragging, you know, logs around and stuff. All right, so then we got Rocky Balboa, but no Rocky 5. Wonder why there's no Rocky 5. Okay, well, anyways, moving on. Things just keep getting better and better. I picked this one up kind of because you know, for the heck of it. It's another one of my favorites, the 4 movie type things. It's another box set. So I've got Dead Calm, and that's why I bought it, because that's a Billy Zane film. We know how much we love the Zane man here at the Film Geek. Just Cause, Lawrence Fishburne, Sean Connery, Ninth Configuration. Now that one I remember hearing about, but I could not for the life of me remember what it was. So that's the main reason I bought this, was that. And Altered States, I do have a copy of Altered States, but now I have it in a box set, so there you go. Speaking of box sets, another one, Skulls, The Skulls 1 and 2, which, nice little thriller series there, and the whole secret organization, all that good jazz. I'm gonna move my table over a little bit. Wheels. All right, there we go. This one's fun. The Muppet movie. Yes. I love the Muppets. This is the first Muppet movie. I remember being taken to see this movie when I was a kid. I love it. And you're like, why don't you own it? Well, because I just never did. I don't know. I just never bought it. And then I found it on sale at half price at the thrift store, so I had to have it. This is a cool movie, Perfume. Oh man, this is a great little thriller starring Dustin Hoffman. And, oh yeah, Alan Rickman's in this also. I forgot Alan Rickman was in it. But anyways, it's about a perfumer who kills people and uses their human pheromones in his perfumes. And this is a period drama, horror, thriller, whatever you want to call it. So that's super cool movie. I was really stoked about that one. I loved the Equalizer TV show. I love the movie, so now I've got Equalizer number 2. Denzel Washington. I didn't think I needed to say that. This one was awesome. Wall Street. This is the sequel to the first Wall Street. I really enjoyed Wall Street. Thought it was a great movie. Greed is good. All right, but this is the sequel. He gets out of prison. All right. True Grit. This is the Coen Brothers remake with Jeff Bridges, Matt Dillon. Matt Damon, I said Dylan, Matt Damon. God, I hate it when I do that. Matt Damon, and it's great. I love it. And I say it one more time, it's like Team America. Matt Damon, Matt Damon. This was my, oh, I'm gonna save that one for last one. Because this one's cool too. This one's cool too. I think it's an out of print. I'm not 100% on this. The Freshman. Yeah, this was a great movie. Matthew Broderick, Marlon Brando, a whole like, it's kind of like it's not really a mobster movie, I guess. It's great. It's just one of those movies from the 90s that you don't hear about. I mean, the 90s was it the 80s? 1998. Okay, I was gonna say, I thought I was in college when that came out. Alrighty, and this is the cool find right here, because I want to talk about this. I have an idea for the Halloweens, and one of my favorite Scream queens of all time, and this is one of her, what I think is one of her hard to find movies, Terror Train. Jamie Lee Curtis in Terror Train. I was so happy to find this one. This is a great little slasher flick. I don't think it gets talked about near enough. It's great. The whole premise is this is fraternity sorority, they're on a train, it's Halloween, and so everybody's wearing, well, the Halloween or a costume party, whatever. And when the killer kills somebody, they take their costume. So they're always, kind of able to get to somebody because they think they're someone else the whole time. It's a really cool concept, and they're on a train, so there's no way you know where you can go. Yes, this is great. This is slasher awesomeness at its best. I don't know why this movie doesn't get talked about so much, so I am really excited to have that movie. Not to downplay it, but I also got Reign of Superman, the DC animated. I love the DC, and I love my animated superheroes, especially the animated DC stuff. So this is the one, it tells the story of Superman after his death, where they do the split up of the Supermen. So you have like, Steel and Superboy and all that. So this is the movie. It's really, really good stuff. And Cyborg Superman. All right. So that was it for Major Thrift. All right, now, we were going to stop after the Salvation Army was closed. That was the initial plan with Charming Amy and I. We went to the Salvation Army. It was closed, unfortunately, I was hoping it would be open. One reason was it was the old Toys R Us building, and before it was Toys R Us, it was Children's Palace. And so it was kind of like one of those buildings, had some memories, and so I wanted to pop in there, but unfortunately they were closed. We were gonna go home, but then Charming Amy's like, Savers is down the road. I'm like, yeah, let's do that. Let's hit Savers. So we hit Savers. All right, get that over there. This is probably one of the funniest movie concepts ever, and I really dig this movie, and that is Time After Time. What's so crazy about it? Well, it's only the story of how H.G. Wells tracks down Jack the Ripper through time. Yes, Yes, Jack the Ripper is chased by H.G. Wells through time. This is a real movie. I'm holding it. It's right there. Okay, and another really awesome find. I do believe there's a special edition Blu-ray for this film, but it's a personal favorite of mine. I was a kid when this came out. I loved it. It is definitely one of the films that really led to my love of the fantasy genre, The Last Unicorn. Yeah, this is great. I love it. I have a VHS somewhere around the house for this one, my old original VHS for this one, and I didn't even know. The sad thing is that for years, I never really looked to see if there was a DVD or Blu-ray or anything, so I just kind of forgot about it, and when I saw this, I'm like, oh God, yes, The Last Unicorn. So that came home with me. I'm a fan of the movie Red, and now I have Red 2. I have not watched Red 2, so, you know, Dala, got it. Here we go. All right, this was a cool one for me. I got the American Graffiti franchise. This is the first American Graffiti and the second American Graffiti, and it's a special edition. It's kind of, you know, it's got a neat little book here with the pictures and everything like that, and some information on the movies and all. I know that a lot of people aren't huge fans of 2. I mostly got this for 2 because I do have the first one. I have a special edition of that one, but I don't have the second film, and it wasn't as well received. People didn't like that one as much. It's a different storytelling. It's filmed in a very unique manner, and I don't think that people dug that too much, but I like it. I think it's a kind of a hidden gem. We don't ever talk about those here. Never. All right, Half-Baked. Everyone knows Half-Baked. Okay, now this is one of those movies that I like. I'm not gonna say that it's particularly good. It just holds a special place in my heart because I don't know. I love it. John Leguizamo, The Pest. It's just stupid. It's like John Leguizamo plays Bugs Bunny. I don't know. It's the best way to put it. It's like kind of like a live-action Bugs Bunny movie. It's like 80s classic, St. Elmo's Fire. You know, I think it's kind of the beginning of the we're growing up Gen Xer movies, you know? I could be wrong, but yeah, I think it is. It's got the Brat Pack and everybody like that, so some definite Gen Xer actors, whether or not they're Gen X people, they're known by the Gen Xers. Okay, anyways, moving on. Drowning Mona, Danny DeVito, Bette Midler back at it again, and Jamie Lee Curtis. This is like a Jamie Lee Curtis day or something. All right, Martin Scorsese, little weird to say hidden gem, but I don't think people talk about this movie very much, and that is Nicolas Cage's Bring Out the Dead. Bring Out the Dead. My bad. This one is about Nicolas Cage plays an ambulance driver, a paramedic, and he's just kind of losing it. Like all the crazy stuff that he sees and he goes through, and he's just losing it. All right, this is cool too. I was stoked to find this one. Velvet Goldmine. It's kind of like one of those Quentin Tarantino's alternate history kind of movies. It kind of tells the story of David Bowie and Iggy Pop and the glam music scene in Britain at the time. It's starring Ewan McGregor, Christian Bale. It's a good freaking movie. Not necessarily historically accurate, so that's why they don't even play David Bowie and Iggy Pop. Their characters are named different, so. And I couldn't believe this one was here because this one just came out recently, and that was Gretel and Hansel. I gotta think about that because that's not Gretel and Hansel. I don't recall much about this movie. I remember it came out, and there you go. This one was for Charming Amy because she loves her Care Bears, and you need to understand that. And that is, now I got the Care Bear movie for her. This is for her collection, really. It's more to display with all of her Care Bears and her vintage toys and everything like that. So I'm sure she's gonna watch it on a daily basis, though, because, you know, the Care Bears, how can you not? They put you in such a good mood. They care. All right, we're getting to the good stuff. Okay, so yes, this is all of the things that I got at Happy Rock in Gladstone, Happy Rock Antiques in Gladstone, Missouri. And movie-wise, I did pretty awesome, but I'm getting to the big dog. All right, so, which is not it's more of a movie item. All right. So this is starting up with yet, hey, good old hidden gem, Devil in a Blue Dress. This is a fun, like, neo-noir Denzel Washington film. He plays a private detective. He's searching for a crime, and it's, oh, God, it's just one of those, like, it's just like a classic neo-noir kind of film. It's great. And you don't hear about it enough. You don't hear anybody talking about it, but that is Devil in a Blue Dress. I'm sure I'll talk about it. You know me. This one also, Color of Money. This is a great Paul Newman. Yeah, Tom Cruise, but this is a good Tom Cruise movie. This is one of those good ones, okay? Like I said, I've never had any issues with some Tom Cruise. I'm not a big fan of his, but he always seems to be in good movies, okay? But he's not necessarily a bad actor. Never mind. I'm moving on, I guess. All right, War Games. Matthew Broderick, you know this movie, Matthew Broderick, where he's the computer guy, like, shall we play a game? Yeah, that's this one. Love that film. Oh, man, another movie that, strangely enough, I don't hear a lot about, and that is Romancing the Stone. It got Michael Douglas, Kathleen Turner, and it's an action-adventure film, like an Indiana Jones searching for this lost stone, this emerald. Yeah, I believe it was an emerald. Yeah, Danny DeVito's in this movie also. I mean, it's a classic. All right, and speaking of more classics from the 80s, Weird Science. All right, I'm gonna keep going on that one. This is funny because this is a dual movie set, and I literally bought it for one movie because I don't really care about the Texas Rangers, but Dead Man. Dead Man is a Jim Jarmusch film starring Johnny Depp. Really good movie. Awesome film. Really happy to add that to my collection. I picked this up. This has just cracked me up. All right. The Fearless Vampire Hunters, or, pardon me, but your teeth are in my neck. I had to buy this movie. How can you not buy something that the others are? The Fearless Vampire Hunters, or, pardon me, but your teeth are in my neck. Thank you. That's great. I love this. I had to have it. I know nothing about this movie, so if you do, let me know. Let me know in the comments below. All right. So we're still at Happy Rock. Okay, speaking of Tom Cruise, now I bought a bundle of movies. So these next few movies were a bundle set that I bought all together for $5. So I have Tom Cruise, Vanilla Sky. Not bad. It was okay. So I that's the one that I wasn't too awful excited about. But it's good. It's all right. This one was cool. This was not the main reason I bought this box set, but it was okay. It was a good movie. I'm happy to have it, and that is Sneakers. That's a fun little, like, spy, espionage kind of. It's one of those early computer hacker movies, you know, where they do stuff like, I don't know, I gotta find a way in the back door. Yeah! Did it! Yeah, that kind of stuff. It's great. Dan Aykroyd, Robert Redford. Oh, super fun movie. And this was kind of the reason why. This is one of my only, like, Christopher Nolan films I like. I'm not a lot of his films that I really enjoy, and that's Memento. I do really like this movie. I do feel, unfortunately, I bought it mostly just to have, because it is a great movie. But it is like a one and done film. Once you've seen it, you know the twist. It's like, okay, well, good, cool. Let's watch it again. All right, District 9. This was the one that, like, I didn't need this one. I have it already, but I wanted the whole set because all of the movies together, and this is the funny one, okay? So this is the main reason that I bought this, and I know I'm gonna get some slack because you're probably going, oh, it's probably some classic, right? Because he's such a film connoisseur. So you're probably thinking I picked up Citizen Kane or, you know, some kind of Easy Rider. Classic cinema, right? Nah, man, I wanted Real Steel, okay? This movie's awesome if you haven't seen it. Real Steel is like robot boxing. They should have named it, and I know why they didn't call it Rock'em Sock'em Robots, is because who knows who the hell the Rock'em Sock'em Robots are anymore. But that's all it is. These are two robots, they go at it, they box. So you have your own robot, and they go up against another robot, and then you box. So you have a guy who's like doing all the motions, you know, and then you have the robot like bam, 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 like doing it at the same time. And it's got Hugh Jackman, and he takes his kid along with him. This is like over the top. Okay, I don't know if you've seen the Sylvester Stallone film Over the Top, where he's like an arm wrestling champion. He takes his son and he's like, I will earn my son's love by arm. Yeah, this is kind of like this, but much better acting and a much better script. All right, so this is the last of the movies, and I'm gonna get to the big dog. Unopened Single White Female. All right, now this is a good little thriller. If you have not seen Single White Female, it's a lot of fun, okay? But there's a particularly racy scene in the film, right? And I never watched an R-rated movie with my parents or my mother until this film. I came home, I was in school, I came home, I'm not talking like this is like I'm a teenager, and I think I was like 17 or 18 at the time. I might have been 18 at the time, right? So it's not like it wasn't like it was 10 or 9 or something. I watched Single White Female. I do believe I was a young adult, maybe. I just, I don't want to watch racy movies with my mom. So I come home and she had just started watching Single White Female. She was like, Christopher, why don't you come in and sit down and watch the Single White Female with your mom? Okay, I said, and then everything was cool. I was like, hey, this is a nice little thriller. Oh, she's crazy. That's a crazy woman. And then it got to some racy stuff, and I'm like, oh, hey, Mom, you want me to go into the kitchen? I think I'm gonna get a Pepsi. You want a Pepsi, Mom? You want a Pepsi? I'll get you a Pepsi. And yeah, I just stayed in the kitchen until I thought that scene might be over. Then I came, I'm like, hey, get the Pepsi and go and enjoy. Yeah, so that's Single White Female for me. All right, so we're gonna get to the big awesomeness. Oh, this is so cool. So I'm a big fan of animation, as I've said before on this channel. I love animated films, not just anime. I love American animation. I love all types. I love animation. And I've always wanted to own an actual cell, an animation cell. I didn't really care about what it was. I just wanted something that was in an animated movie. And a TV show would work too, but I really wanted something that was in an animated movie. So I'm walking around, and lo and behold, I see a framed cell, an actual hand-painted animation cell, and it's right here. There it is. So not only do I have, it's a hand drawing down here, and then there's also a top here. This is the actual painted. And what this is, I'm hoping you can see this, but what this is this movie right here. I picked this up at this is at Happy Rocks. It's Happy Rock Antiques. And this is Pinocchio and the Emperor of the Night. So this is the VHS right here. I seriously doubt this movie has ever made it to DVD. I'm positive that this is a very hidden gem. It's one of those films that is a big cult following, or I shouldn't say big, it's got a little bit of a cult following. But anyways, when I was at Happy Rock, I saw this first. I saw this animation cell and this hand drawing and everything, and I didn't immediately know what it was. I was kind of like, that looks so familiar. It looks so freaking familiar. But because I didn't know what it was, I'm like, I don't know if it's necessarily authentic. I don't know. So I walk away, and lo and behold, I go to another booth, not even the same booth, and I see this VHS sitting there on display for sale for $1.50. So I'm like, okay, Pinocchio and the Emperor of the Night, that's the one, because the guy's right there on the cover. That's my proof, right there. That is a real cell animation. And not only that, that's so cool. Like I said, this top part is the actual animated cell, but down here is the other hand drawing of pencil ink, and there's production notes on the sides and everything. I mean, this is legit. This is awesome. And no, I didn't pay a lot for this, guys. I didn't. In fact, they knocked some stuff down. I don't know what the going value is on something like an animation cell like this on a completely forgotten movie from 1987 that is somewhat supposed to be the sequel to Pinocchio. This is done by, oh gosh, what was the company called? Filmra. that right? Yeah, yes. Filmation, excuse me. This was a production company, Filmation, that did the animation, did the production, excuse me. They produced He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. So that's their claim to fame. Their big thing was He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. This was a very big failed attempt at a film, unfortunately. It cost something in the vicinity of $10 million to make. It's not an ugly film by any means, but it only made like $3 million. It was a legit failure. And here's fun, guys. This movie is also playing right now on Tubi TV. You can check it out on Tubi TV, or you can hunt around through, a bunch of antique malls and come across the VHS if you want. But that's another easy way to watch this is Tubi TV. So yes, isn't that badass? I mean, this is unbelievable to me. This is movie stuff right here. I have a piece of a movie. That doesn't have to be a good movie. This is mine now. I own it. It's a piece of a movie, and I have it in my collection. Okay, guys, well, that's all I got for you today. That's it for the Film Geek. I'm gonna leave this on an extremely high note because, as you can see, I'm beaming with the happiness over here. So again, guys, thanks again for checking out the Film Geek. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell for notifications and give me the thumbs up so I know you like what you're seeing. And another thing you can do is, folks, keep watching movies. You know I'm gonna.